Yo, what up guys? Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Keyblade. This is part 5. In the last part, I went over on the battle trial arc and switched up the teams a little bit. And Izuku was teamed up with Tokoyami instead of Ochako, and they fought against Ojiro and Momo, and they were able to pass flawlessly, within Bakugo attacking Izuku, but could have hurt many of his other classmates in the process, which he was giving off quite a bit of darkness off of him, with then Izuku telling him that he's going to ruin his own future if he continues on this path of hatred, with then him getting, suspended from UA for 5 days. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? As Bakugo is leaving UA, he couldn't help but get pissed and angry, saying, "Why am I the one getting punished? Why am I the one getting punished? It's not fair. Deku should be the one punished, not me. He lied to me. He kept a secret about his quirk all this damn time." With Bakugo continually thinking about this over and over and over again, he continues thinking that it's all Izuku's fault, not his fault. He's been lied to, basically manipulated, and saw that that Izuku looked down on him, thought that he was weak. Because of this, Bakugo continued being in that of a huge cycle of rage and anger, as he wasn't, as not only his quirk was going off like crazy, but also something else. He was emitting a powerful darkness, a darkness that was different from that of a heartless. His darkness was something made from pure, unadulterated rage. But soon, something began to erupt from that darkness. Something that looked blue, and then another blue thing as well, as it began fidgeting like crazy, and soon went off all across the town, with Bakugo continue emitting this anger and filled darkness all around him, until he calmed down in front of his home. But then the darkness began to fade, wondering, the hell was that? I know I felt angry, but it felt more destructive. But soon, basically brushing off, saying, "It's because of damn Deku, that's why." With then entering home and being lectured by his mom, of course, with tons of shouting from her and also Bakugo as well. Back at UA, they already decided to choose class reps and everything like that, with it being that of Izuku and Momo, of course. So yeah, with it, Izuku was kind of nervous being class rep of Class 1A, with then Ida telling him that he's perfect for the job, even Ochako, alongside Tokoyami too, as he's taken a liking to the Greenette boy since they worked together during the battle trial. With then, an alarm begins going off, with soon Ida asking an upperclassman on what's going on, with soon he explaining that this alarm is due if a villain basically attacks UA, but it's never happened in all of its years. But soon everybody began freaking out and trying to head to the exit. But then everyone in the group began getting split up and getting pushed around. With that, Izuku and Ida were the ones closest to the window, as Izuku begins feeling a presence of, that of darkness. A huge amount of darkness at the entrance at UA, with then thinking, as he looks closer, he sees that it's the press outside, that they got through the barricade. But soon, Izuku telling Ida this, with Ida looking at doing the same, seeing that it is the press. Within, Izuku pronouncing an idea to Ida as he brings out his Keyblade, as he tells him to grab onto it, and he's going to fling him to the exit where he needs to basically get everybody's attention. With soon Ida saying, "Is that even safe?" With soon Izuku saying, "It's the only idea we got right now. You have a better one, Ida?" But soon Ida looking around and began thinking, saying, "Then let's do it, Midoriya." With soon Izuku leans his Keyblade over to Ida as Ida grabs onto it. Soon Izuku raises it up as Ida grabs on tightly, as then he flings him to the top of the exit, with Ida basically spinning, and then Izuku's Keyblade invented into the wall as Ida's basically holding off for dear life and literally terrified, is saying, "Midoriya has that much tremendous strength to lift me like it was nothing? Oh my god, he truly is something else." With then everybody looking at the glasses wearing teen, what soon he begins clearing his throat and saying, "Everyone, please calm yourself. You're UA students. There's nothing to fear. All there is just the press. If you don't believe me, those near the window, confirm it for me." With soon Izuku tells him that it is the truth. Within, other students began to confirm what Izuku was saying, and Ida as well. Within, everybody began walking through the exit in a calm and orderly fashion. But soon, everybody begins leaving, with Izuku, all that's left, alongside Tokiyami. Within, Tokiyami saying, "Well done, you two. You make a really great team." But soon, Izuku saying, "Yeah, I guess we do." With then Ida saying, "Thank you." With then jumping down, as soon lands saying, "Oh, please, Midoriya, don't ever try something like that again, will you?" Saying, "Yeah, sorry about that. I just thought it might be the best idea." With then Ochako saying, "Hey, Deku, what are you gonna do about your sword?" What soon? "Oh, yeah, hang on." As he brings it, as soon it disappears from the wall and comes to his hand. Within, they say, "Whoa!" With Tokiyami saying, "Magnificent. Your quirk is truly something else, Midoriya." But soon he disappears his Keyblade again, saying, "Oh, it's nothing, guys. Nothing to basically brag about." As he basically scratches the back of his head with that of a calm and gentle smile. But soon began thinking to himself, "There's no way in hell that the reporters were able to get through the barricades so easily. It makes no sense." With then thinking to himself, possibly, is it possible that they had help? Did any of them have a quirk strong enough to go through the barricade? Nah, if I recall from an article, even All Might had a hard time busting through that. Same that goes for Endeavor too. So, who had a quirk strong enough to bust through it? Man, I guess the whole vigilante sense thing really does stick with you. Because something doesn't feel right. Not at all. Then Ochako looking at Izuku, saying, "Hey, Deku, you okay? Shouldn't we get back to class?" Soon, Izuku getting out of his train of thought, saying, "Oh, yeah, right. I'm on my way." As he follows behind his classmates, but still thinking about what happened a little while ago. Within, Aizawa, actually outside, alongside Principal Nezu and Ectoplasm, with soon Ectoplasm saying, "What do you say about this, Aizawa?" With soon saying, "There's no way that the reporters could have done this. But not only that, look at the gate itself. It looks like it's been corroded to the point of completely disintegration." Within, Prince Vanessa saying, "I agree. This is quite the predicament, if anything." But what's more important is to make sure that the students are okay and to make sure that this gate is taken care of. But then Aizawa was saying, I agree. But then thinking to himself, is this some kind of declaration of war by somebody? And if it is, we better make sure that we're prepared for anything to come. With then, back at class 1A, Aizawa soon enters the door, with then everybody in classroom being quiet. But soon he's saying, good, you're all learning to stay quiet when I show up. With then saying, today we're going to be doing training at an off-campus facility to do hero training. So you better make sure that you have the proper equipment and you are able to wear your hero costumes or your gym uniforms. Just letting you know, you all haven't gotten completely used to your hero costumes yet. So maybe wearing your gym uniforms would be better to go with. But soon hearing this, everybody just goes with their hero costumes. As for Izuku, he's actually just wearing his, gym uniform. But soon, Ochako and Tokiyami walk up to the green-eyed boy, asking why does he have his gym uniform on instead of his hero costume. But soon, Izuku basically explained that his original hero costume was made by his mom, mostly because he didn't have time to, fill out the form to make his hero costume after all. Because of that, they want to basically incorporate my mom's costume along with the hero costume I suggested. So it's going to take way longer until then. But soon, they begin saying, that makes sense, Deku. I see, Midoriya. Within, Izuku saying, that's enough to talk about. Hey, how about we all go get on the bus as soon as possible? Within, Ida saying, wait, Midoriya, you are the class rep, so you need to be responsible for everyone else in the classroom. But soon, Izuku saying, but you know I am, though. What soon saying, to enter the bus, we should be properly seated by our seating order in the classroom. Don't you agree? But soon, Izuku saying, really? I was just thinking that we all just sit where we want. It's kind of fair, don't you think? But soon, Ida saying, what? You cannot be serious. Then Izuku saying, what do you think, Yaoyorozu? You're all my vice rep. Don't you think so? But soon, Momo begins saying, honestly, I'm okay with either. Do what you please. You are the class rep after all, Midoriya. But soon, Izuku saying, I see. Well then, everybody just get on the bus and sit how you feel, where you want. But then, everybody just agreeing, nonchalantly. But then, Ida was kind of fuming, but not at the fact that Izuku didn't listen to him, but more on the fact that the seating order wouldn't really fit given the bus that they're sitting in after all. But then, everybody talking about their quirks and how popular they would be on the drive to the off-campus facility. But soon, everybody began talking about the people with the best chance of being popular and the strongest quirks is Izuku, Bakugo, and Shoto. Within, Tsuyu began saying, sure, Bakugo does have a strong quirk, but given his attitude and what he did yesterday, I doubt he would ever become a popular hero. But soon, Bakugo at home began sneezing, but soon saying, why the hell am I sneezing so much? Then Kirishima saying, I don't know, I think Bakugo's got a good chance. He just needs to work on his attitude, that's all. But still, I would be lucky to have a quirk like Midoriya's and Todoroki's. As he says that all he can do is just harden. Within, Izuku saying, come on, Kirishima, have more faith in yourself. I think your hardening quirk is just as cool. It'd be great for defense. And not only that, for prolonged battles, you can probably find different ways and methods to take down your opponent if you learn their weaknesses. But soon, trying to cheer up the spiky-haired red team. What soon, Kirishima saying, you really think so, Midoriya? Thanks. I appreciate the encouragement. What soon, he's saying, no problem. Then, Suyu soon asks, "Oh yeah, Midoriya, I wanted to ask. You said that you can basically copy other people's abilities using your sword." But soon he's saying, "Yeah, it's called the Keyblade. If I have a keychain based on a certain person, I'm able to transform it into that of having the same properties as their quirk. Well, not exactly as their quirk, but similarities where I can mimic them at that. As, like, for example, as he shows the Keyblade based off of All Might's in his hand, saying, like I said with All Might's, I'm able to copy his quirk, but on a weaker level, due to me not having a true understanding of it though, but only what I've seen on TV and what he's done in action." With then soon Sato saying, "Oh man, that's so cool, but it's also kind of not fair if you think about it, Midoriya." Soon Shoji saying, "I don't think so. If anything, it's a great versatile quirk. You can use it if it's based off keychains. You could probably have a keychain based on every other hero that comes out. Heck, you could probably even get keychains based on us if we go pro, if I think about it. Isn't that right, Midoriya?" But soon Izuku basically thinks the same. Wait, if you think about it, you're right, Shoji. I probably could. With then many people in the classroom thinking, he just realized that now? With soon Shoto looking directly at Izuku with that of interest and that of disgust as well. With then the bus soon stops at the USJ. With soon Aizawa saying, "We're here. Now you all can leave." With then everybody leaving from the bus as they enter the huge dome facility. Izuku and Ochako noticed a certain, space-like hero as it being the space hero 13. What soon she welcoming everybody to the unforeseen simulation joint, or the USJ for short. What soon a few in the classroom began thinking, it almost sounds like Universal Studios Japan. With then Aizawa soon says, "Hey, 13, I thought All Might was supposed to be here as well." But soon she brings out 3 fingers. But then Izuku noticed this, as then she began saying, "Well, All Might basically was doing some hero work, so he's taking some time to relax before coming here. He'll be here as soon as possible once he's done recuperating." But soon Aizawa saying, "Really? I thought he might have scheduled some time for an interview. Also, didn't we supposed to have that of a 3rd year come with us to help out?" But soon 13 saying, "Yes, I think she's supposed to be here." Then somebody entering the facility as she's saying, "There she is." Within a female figure begins to appear. Within Izuku noticing the person as it being familiar. Within Izuku saying, "What the? That's Nejire senpai." With soon she's saying, "Hello everyone, my name is Nejire Hado, but my hero name is Nejire-chan, and it's nice to meet all my juniors." With soon everybody is actually surprised to see a 3rd year already. However, Mineta does get a couple of, pervy lines out actually. With soon Izuku saying, "Nejire senpai, you're here?" With soon Nejire saying, "Yeah, I asked to see if I could help out in one of the first year's rescue training courses, since I didn't have to do my work study today." With soon Izuku saying, "Work study?" With then Kaminari and Mineta alongside Sero are kind of jealous that Izuku already knows Nejire. With soon Izuku basically telling him it's not like that. She's just somebody I met before I came to UA. And with soon Nejire begins thinking to herself, "But the real reason I'm here is to keep an eye on you, Izuku." With soon back at Ryukyu's agency saying, Izuku Midoriya, he's a UA student? With soon Nejire saying, yes, Ryukyu. But I still don't believe it's really him. Maybe it's just coincidence. I mean, there could be other people with the same quirk as the Key Warrior. Within Ryukyu saying, I understand, Nejire, but we have to make sure to take every precaution. Aizawa has already gotten the go-ahead for you to go to train with the first years of Class 1A. I just need to make sure in confirmation that he's like that, if he's really the Key Warrior. If not, we'll leave Midoriya be from now on. But this is the last chance that we have to see for sure. Please, can you do this for me, Nejire? But soon, Nejire basically having that of a skeptic look on her face, but soon saying, I'll do it. And I'll do my best. Then saying, thank you. Then ending the flashback. But soon she's saying, I just want to see what you're all capable of in rescue training. As somebody who has quite a bit of experience, I'll show you what it's truly like. With then, soon, Izuku began thanking Nejire for coming. With then, he senses something that's made out of pure darkness. But soon, he goes to the center of the USJ and heads and brings out his All Might Keyblade. But soon, Aizawa in 13 saying, Midoriya, what are you? Within, Nejire actually looks too and sees that there are tons of villains coming out of purple portals. But soon, 3 figures that seem like they look like the ringleaders, being that of a man covered in hands, a mist villain, and a big dude with his brains exposed, with having that of darkened black skin and a beak mouth. Soon, the man with the hand saying, Kurogiri, isn't All Might supposed to be here today? But soon, Kurogiri saying, it seems like he's not here, Tomura Shigaraki. But then, they soon noticed Izuku rushing right at them, saying, huh? What is a kid doing? With a couple of villains saying, huh? One kid coming after us? What is he? Does he think that he's all? With soon, one of the villains basically getting slapped by Izuku's Keyblade and being knocked back. But soon, Izuku thinking, I need to half in the power to make sure I don't kill them after all. And as long as I don't think that this blade will be can be sharp to cut somebody, that's all that matters. Soon, many of the villains began rushing at the green-eyed boy, as he soon basically deflects, dodges, and basically knocks all of them back like it was nothing. But soon, Aizawa thinking to himself, damn it, Midoriya. Within, putting on his goggles, saying, 13, Nejire-chan, make sure you get everybody out of here as safely as possible. But soon, she's saying, got it. With Nejire saying, understood, Mr. Aizawa. With then, him jumping down to help out Izuku. However, Izuku doesn't really need much help after all. With then, Izuku, as one of the villains were about to attack him, Izuku was about to attack him back. But however, Aizawa basically uses his capture scarf and basically gut punches him. But soon, Aizawa saying, Midoriya, get out of here now. That you're not able to. With soon, Izuku saying, I don't think that's going to be the issue here, Mr. Aizawa. Look. With soon, the villain known as Kurogiri soon rushes at Class 1A. With then Izuku rushing at him too. With soon, many of the villains begin targeting Aizawa, saying, I thought as much. But then Izuku preparing for one of his attacks, thinking himself, damn it, if I use light attacks, it's not going to do much. I can tell just by looking at him. But soon thinks, so screw it. I'll just have to use Era. And I'll just end consequences be damned. With then 13 was about to use her black hole quirk, telling the students to get out of the USJ as soon as possible. But then Izuku basically sends a vortex of wind at Kurogiri as he begins getting swept up in the wind and the giant wind tornado. But then 13, who was standing outside the tornado, saying, "Huh? Who did?" With soon Izuku standing right beside 13, saying, "Miss 13, please help my classmates out." With soon 13 saying, "The same goes for you, Midoriya. You had to leave as well," saying, "I can't leave, not yet." And to make sure Mr. Aizawa is also safe as well. And the same thing goes for you too. Then soon 13 looks at Izuku's eyes as she was saying, "It almost looks like this kid has experience dealing with things like this. How is that even possible?" Then Izuku rushes right back at the villains down at the center, within thinking to himself that immense darkness is coming from the guy with the hands. He's like, he's covered in it. And yet, he's not a heartless though. And he's not a nobody either. Is it possible for somebody to be able to control the darkness? I mean, I've heard of them, but them being dark Keyblade wielders. Who else can do that stuff? But then everybody in Class 1A was safely out of the USJ, within trying to get contact with the faculty at UA. But soon Nejire saying, "Okay, everyone, please stay out here and wait for the staff and the teachers at UA to get here. As for me, I'm going to head back inside to help out our teachers." As she was about to go back in, soon Ochako screams out, "But Hado-senpai, don't you think it's dangerous? I mean, I know that you're a third year and you have more experience, but..." Then Nejire gives off her trademark smile and gives out a peace sign, saying, "Like you said, I do have more experience. That's why I'm heading back inside." But then she goes back into the USJ, with soon Kaminari begins trying to give a call out to UA, which he actually does. But then Ida decides to go out to basically go get help as well. Better to have two fronts, from contacting to rushing to get more help faster as well. Which then Sato soon says, "Hey, where's Midoriya though?" Then Aoyama thinking, "I believe he's still inside, everyone." Within everybody looking at the USJ entrance, within Shoto actually walking to the entrance. But then Momo walks to Shoto saying, "Todoroki, you can't," saying, "Why not? It looks like Midoriya thinks he can handle this all on his own alongside our teachers and alongside our senpai as well. So why not we give them aid? It's only natural that we try and help however we can. So if any of you who don't want to fight, stay here. But for those who want to, come on. We need to make sure that they're okay." Then, hearing this, everybody begins. Those who stayed, basically stayed. But those who didn't, being that of, Kirishima, Tokuyami, Ojiro, Momo, and also Ochako, and Tsuyu too. Then, Izuku and Aizawa are now back to back, taking care of the remaining villains as half of them are basically beaten down to the ground. Then Shigaraki getting annoyed, scratching his neck profusely over and over again. Soon, Kurogiri finally reconstructed himself back to normal, and back to Shigaraki and the Nomu. But soon, Shigaraki saying, "Kurogiri, where the hell were you? And not only that, where are all those brats?" But soon, Kurogiri saying, "My apologies, Tomer Shigaraki, but it seems the one with the sword over there was the one that basically stopped me from scattering all the students all across the USJ. But soon saying, "What? He did that? Not only he's beating all my puppets and pawns, but he was able to stop you of all people? This is ridiculous." With scratching his neck even more and more now. With then saying, "I was gonna save this for All Might, but it looks like we gotta take care of this mini boss first." With then saying, "Nomu, get rid of him." With then the being known as Nomu rushes at Izuku and Aizawa. With then Izuku creating a barrier blocking the Nomu's punch, as it was also surrounded Aizawa as well. But soon Aizawa saying, "Midoriya, did you just..." But soon Izuku saying, "Mr. Aizawa, please, you gotta get out of here. I don't think you can handle this guy." Soon saying, "All I need to do is cancel out his quirk." With soon saying, "I don't think that's just going to work." But soon Aizawa saying, "What?" With then reverting the barrier as Izuku basically hit the Nomu backwards with full force of his Keyblade, then generating a light blade from it, with then rushing at the Nomu. As the Nomu runs at Izuku as well, the two begin to clash, with Izuku dodging each and every one of his attacks by jumping and flipping, but then striking him down, trying to whittle him down. But then Aizawa thinking, "I can't just sit by and do nothing." But then a couple of the villains began rushing at the Underground Pro, with then being hit by an energy-like attack, as it being from Nejire, with saying, "Mr. Aizawa, please, I'll take care of these guys. Make sure you help out Midoriya." With then saying, "Thank you, Nejire-chan." With then rushing at the Nomu and Izuku, with Izuku holding his own against the Nomu pretty well, as it is fast, but still, Izuku is able to react to somebody like this, given that he's faced against faster Heartless and Nobodies before. And honestly, this guy doesn't even compare to that of a Heartless and a Nobody. But then Izuku thinking, "I just need to bring him down. I'll just stab him through the chest and he'll collapse from the pain." But soon, using his Blade of Light Keyblade, and stabs the Nomu square in its chest. But then everything stopped. It felt like time has stand still for a bit. But then Izuku's Blade of Light begins to disappear. But then Izuku sees something surprisingly, saying, "What the? Wait, how did he..." As the Nomu's wound begins to regenerate. But then Izuku saying, "This thing has regeneration? Not besides just super strength. He has multiple quirks. What else does this thing have?" With then, the Nomu was about to attack Izuku from trying to realize from the shock of it having multiple quirks. Aizawa was able to wrap the fist around his capture scarf, but then the Nomu basically pulled him back into him as Aizawa was punched square in the face, being sent flying to the ground, coughing up blood, and his face being swole. Izuku screaming out to his teacher, as then he begins getting engulfed in rage, rushing at the Nomu, as he wasn't thinking straight, as he makes his Keyblade, being able to cut through the Nomu's skin. But then the Shigaraki saying, "It's not like that's going to work." But soon, blood begins spewing out of the Nomu's chest. But then Shigaraki's eyes begin widening, saying, "What? But how?" But then Izuku channeling more of light all around him. And this time, he makes the light into that of a wave slash. as he soon slices through the Nomu's body. Within, the Nomu's top begins to fall off. Within, Izuku begins trying to catch his breath, saying, I really hope I didn't have to do that, but it can't be helped. Within, his eyes begin widening once more, which soon the Nomu's body begins to regenerate as a new lower half begins to regenerate, with then standing back up. As then Izuku saying, You've got to be kidding me. Within, the Nomu was about to punch Izuku with Shigaraki cackling in glee. With soon, a blast of energy was hit the Nomu on its back. With then, it stumbles for a bit. But soon, Shigaraki looks in the air saying, Damn it, not that damn brat, E2. Nomu, before you kill the green-haired brat, kill that little minion in the air. But soon, the Nomu turns his attention to Nejire, with then Izuku saying, What? No! Nejire-senpai! Don't attack her! Please! But soon, it jumps high into the air, and then grabs Nejire by her leg, with then saying, Oh no. As then he was about to slam her to the ground before Izuku jumps into the air too, basically cutting off the Nomu's arm that was holding on to Nejire's leg, but then basically catching her and that's a bridal style. But soon the Nomu lands back on the ground as its arm began regenerating, and Izuku lands back on the ground too with Nejire. But soon Nejire saying, Thanks, Midoriya. I appreciate the help. But soon Izuku is completely pissed and is completely, utterly angry. Within he begins feeling that of pressure flowing through his body as he begins feeling all around him, saying, You dare hurt her. You dare try to attack her. With soon he drops Nejire. With soon she's saying, Midoriya? Izuku? With then on the other side of Masafu, as somebody basically taking in the sights of the city, by saying, Oh, a huge influx of light basically coming from where Izuku goes to school at right now. I'm guessing that may be from the kid. Well, I was wondering when he was going to get angry. So, let's see what he becomes within, and basically being consumed in that of a bright glow, within it being so blinding and powerful that it knocks Nejire back. With soon, Shigaraki and Kurogiri began getting blind. With that, then a blast from the entrance begins to appear, to being a muscular man, saying, Everyone, you villains, your evil is over. You know why? Because an angry All Might shows up saying, Because I am here. With then Nejire looking at the entrance saying, All Might. With soon Aizawa getting back his consciousness as he's holding his face with his scarf, saying, All Might finally showed up. It's about damn time. But I think it may be too late. As for Izuku, his entire body has been engulfed by the light in his heart, as his light is fueled by his rage and anger, as his eyes were completely whited out, and he's giving off that of a menacing bright glow. But soon, Shigaraki saying, Well, it looks like the boss has finally showed up. but we still haven't taken care of the mini-boss yet. Well then, let's take care of it before then. Nomu, kill that brat quickly and then go kill All Might. But soon, the Nomu rushes at Izuku, with then Izuku gripping his Keyblade. As the Nomu was about to punch Izuku, he then brought his Keyblade down as a wave of pure light energy came from it, with soon basically even carving through the USJ itself. Within, the Nomu's arm was completely and utterly gone. Within, it's not only that, the regeneration is basically halted for a time being. Its arm isn't regrowing. Within, Izuku continue looking at the Nomu as he soon released another wave slash from his Keyblade, cutting off the torso of the Nomu. As then Izuku was on top of it, putting its foot on its chest, and then brutally bashing the Nomu's head in with his Keyblade, with blast of light continuing over and over and over again, as pillars of light continue basically being consuming the Nomu and Izuku. As the only one taking damage, though, is the Nomu. As then, Nejire couldn't help but look at Izuku, saying, Izuku, please, stop. Stop, you could stop now, it's over. With then, however, he continues going over and over again, before one last, as nothing but a bloody puddle was basically appeared in front of Izuku. However, he didn't stop, as he was about to bring down once more, within something grabbing him, with arms basically wrapped around him, as a feminine voice saying, "It's over, Izuku. Please, you can stop. I'm safe. We're all safe. So please stop." With then Izuku saying, "Nejire senpai." With soon the irises in his eyes begin to go back to being green. Within, the white glow around his body begins to fade, before Izuku began to pass out, dropping his Keyblade as it disappeared, with soon saying, "Oh, already over already? Huh, I'm guessing something must have stopped him, or he must have ran out of magic. Well, whatever. It'll take time before he was able to master a form like that. Or rather, that kid has way too much light to the point that his darkness is not even strong enough. Maybe he'll be ready to take on his dark side and basically have a balance in his heart." With soon Shigaraki basically scratching his neck profusely, saying, "Damn it, damn it, damn it. This wasn't supposed to happen. Nomu was supposed to kill All Might. Why? Why is that? Why did it lose to that damn brat?" But then Kurogiri saying, "Tomura Shigaraki, I believe this is the time we take our leave." But soon Shigaraki saying, "Damn it, All Might's right there. And yet we lost our one chance to killing him. So fine. I guess it truly is game over today. But next time, I'm not just gonna kill All Might. I'm going to kill that brat too." But soon Kurogiri consumes Shigaraki in his warp gate, as they soon report back to the bar. As All Might walks over to Aizawa, saying, "You alright there, Eraser?" But soon saying, "I'm fine, All Might. But Midoriya." Soon saying, "I saw. Is that the true aspect of Midoriya's quirk? The true power that he has?" With Nejire continue holding on to Izuku, and she's saying that she will not let go. Back at the bar with the league, Shigaraki and Kurogiri finally appeared. Within Shigaraki getting still pissed over what happened, over his loss. Within, Girin basically appeared saying, "Yo, Shigaraki, how's it going? Did everything go so well?" Saying, those men that you basically gave us, they were utterly useless. All of them. Saying, all of them? I mean, I gave you like dozens of men. Saying, well, the ones that basically came to us at first lost. But we did abandon all the rest. If they couldn't even beat a single kid, what chance did they had against All Might? Saying, really? Damn. They were that bad? Well, guess it makes sense. They were basically just a low-level thugs after all. But what about that Nomu thing that you guys had? Wasn't that thing was supposed to kill All Might? But soon Shigaraki saying, it was. Until we basically got beaten by some damn brat. With saying, wait, that same brat that took care of all of the guys I got you? Wow. Tell me, what kind of quirk did this guy have to basically beat you? To basically beat not just the guys I got you, but also the Nomu. But soon, Kurogiri saying, it seems like he had that of a sword quirk. And not only that, the sword was in the shape of a key. A key that looked like All Might's costume in a way. But soon, Girin's eyes began widening as he actually dropped his cigarette that he was about to lit. But soon, he walks to Kurogiri saying, You're not joking. He had a sword in the shape of a key? But saying, yes. Are you aware of him? Saying, aware of him? No, but I think I know what you guys fought against. You didn't just fight against a kid with a quirk. You fought against a Keyblade wielder. With soon, Shigaraki saying, a Keyblade wielder? And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to read them. Also, please like and subscribe, which also helps out the channel a lot. And hit that bell notification to keep up to date with my other videos when I upload. Also, please check out my Discord and gaming channel. Links to be in the description below. And also BBB Comics as well, if you feel like it. So, with that said, this is Mooky, signing out. Later, guys.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!